Alright, so today we're doing something a little different. Instead of just giving you another list of the latest AI tools, we're going to crack open the playbook. We're going to deconstruct the exact formula that turns a really complex topic, like AI, into viral content that people just can't stop watching. Let's get right into the blueprint. And this is really the core question, isn't it? I mean, how do you actually build an explainer that people want to watch? It's not enough to just have the facts, right? You've got to package it. You've got to wrap it up in a way that hooks people in and actually gives them something valuable. So how's it done? Well, funnily enough, the answer has been kind of staring us right in the face. The source for all of this? It's just a simple request, a prompt to create a script called Top 5 AI Tools to Make Money Online in 2026. I mean, sounds pretty standard, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Buried inside that one little request is a complete recipe for success. It's basically a masterclass in how to structure content, just hiding there in plain sight. Okay, so here's our roadmap. We're going to break this down into 5 key parts. We'll start with crafting the perfect hook, then explaining the core concept clearly, structuring it as a top 5 list, designing a clear call to action, and finally, projecting out to 2026. First up, let's talk about that hook.
All right, part 1, the hook. You know, our source material specifically says the script needs an engaging hook. And let's be real, that isn't just a friendly suggestion anymore. In today's attention economy, it's basically a command. If you don't grab somebody in the first few seconds, they're gone. Just poof.
So, what does a hook that actually does the job sound like? How about something like this? It's short, it's aspirational, and it immediately paints this really vivid picture in your mind. It doesn't waste any time, it gets straight to a core human desire. So what makes a line like this so effective? Let's break down its DNA. This lays it out perfectly. A really killer hook has 3 key ingredients. You start with a clear promise, you're going to make money. Then you add this element of intrigue. Wait, how does AI do the work? And then you just wrap it all up in this beautiful sense of simplicity. You just collect the profit. It's that combination that creates a question in the viewer's mind that they just have to stick around to get answered. Okay, so you've hooked them. What's next? Well, the source demands a simple explanation. And honestly, this is where so many creators fall flat. They get lost in all the technical details and the jargon, and they forget that their main job is to be a clear and trusted guide.
I mean, think about it. Before you can explain 5 different tools, you have to define what an AI income tool even is. A simple, clear definition like this one acts as an anchor for the entire explainer. It makes sure everyone's on the same page, and it builds that foundation of trust with your audience. And this just illustrates the point brilliantly. On the left, you have an explanation that's going to alienate like 99% of the people watching. On the right, you have one that invites everyone in. See, the goal isn't to sound smart yourself. It's to make your audience feel smart. That's the absolute key to communicating effectively. Next up, the structure. The source specifies a top 5 list. Now, the listicle format is one of the most powerful and, let's face it, enduring content structures online, and for a really good reason. It makes a clear promise to the viewer about exactly what they're going to get.
And honestly, the number itself, whether it's 3 or 5 or 7, is way less important than the framework it provides. This structure manages audience expectations perfectly. They know there are 5 distinct points of value coming their way, which makes all the information feel organized, digestible, and way less overwhelming. But here's the real secret. The power isn't just in having a list. It's in using a consistent template for each and every item on the list. For every tool, you identify its category, explain its function, and most importantly, you detail the direct path to making money. This repeatable pattern makes the information incredibly easy to absorb. Okay, so let's look at how we bring this all home. The source prompt explicitly requires a conclusion with a call to action. You know, a great explainer doesn't just stop. It points the way forward. It tells the viewer exactly what to do next. And the strategic goal of a call to action, a CTA, is so important. It's not just about begging for likes or follows. It's about turning someone who was just watching your content into an active participant in your community. It's really the start of a longer conversation. The best CTAs almost always combine these 3 elements. You need a clear, direct command, subscribe now. Then, a value proposition, a what's in it for me, for more AI strategies. And finally, you add a sense of community or urgency. Join us before the next wave. It's that simple, but it's also incredibly persuasive. And finally, let's look at maybe the most intriguing part of the whole source prompt, the year 2026. Why not just say 2024?
Well, because looking further into the future creates a sense of exclusive insight. It positions the creator as a forward thinker, someone with a real vision of what's just around the corner.
Placing 2026 on a timeline like this gives it context and authority. It suggests this natural, almost inevitable progression from early experiments to the niche tools people are adopting now, all the way to mainstream income tools. It just makes the entire premise of the explainer feel more significant and, well, more timely.
So there you have it. When you put all these pieces together, the irresistible hook, the crystal clear explanation, that predictable top 5 structure, the guiding call to action, and the forward-looking promise, you don't just have a list of facts. You have a formula, a powerful blueprint for creating a compelling narrative that people will actually want to watch and share.
And that leaves us with one last big question to chew on. As this blueprint gets used more and more to explain the power of AI, are we actually looking at the blueprint for the future of work itself? Or is this just the new high-tech manual for the future of the side hustle? I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching.